Call to order the Tuesday, February 17, 2026 Brooklyn City Board of Education regular board meeting. Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal.
Here.
Mr. Hubble.
Here.
Ms. Rafter.
Here.
Mr. Hazaruni.
Here.
Ms. Crawl.
Here, please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Resolved that the Brooklyn Board of Education approve the Board of Education agenda for February 17, 2026 as recommended by the Treasurer and Superintendent. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal.
Yes.
Mr. Hazaruni.
Yes.
Mr. Hubble.
Yes.
Ms. Rafter.
Yes.
Ms. Crawl.
Yes. In order for the board to fulfill its obligations to complete the planned agenda in an effective and efficient fashion, a maximum of 30 minutes of public participation as it pertains to school-related topics will be permitted at each meeting. Each person wishing to address the board will approach the podium and state his or her name and address. If several people wish to speak, each person will be allotted 3 minutes until the total time of 30 minutes is used. During that period, no person may speak twice until all who desire to speak have had the opportunity to do so. The period of public participation may be extended by a vote of the majority of the board. Okay. Then we will move on to the public hearing. Whereas Section 3307.353 of the Ohio Revised Code, the board must conduct a public hearing before rehiring individual as superannuate to the same position from which he retired or will retire. And I'll just read the first part. Whereas the board gave notice on January 12, 2026 of its intention to consider the reemployment of Mark Zofka as superannuate to the same position from which he intends to retire, athletic director. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the board shall now conduct a hearing pursuant to revised code section 3307.353. All interested persons are invited to provide input regarding the proposed rehire. Be it further resolved that the board shall conduct the hearing in accordance with its rules of public comment policy 0169.1.
So, Ms. Kroll, just for a point of order, if anybody would like to speak to the potential retiree hire of Mr. Zofko, or if the board has any questions regarding that potential recommendation down the road.
I have some comments.
Please.
I think it'd be a very wise move, knowing the position that our athletic program's in. It's in a very good spot. I believe the board is doing the right thing for the simple reason that we need to address that position and to start using other people down the road and training other people for that position as well. We got it going in the right direction as far as the athletics go. So I think it's the right thing to do with a 2-year window, train someone, and I think we'll be fine.
Thank you, Mr. Neal.
Discussed at the work session. So the salary, the incoming salary would be less than hiring somebody new, correct?
Correct. Yeah, I don't want to say that specifically right now, but at some point, yeah, it will be lower than where Mr. Zofka is at now. So it would be a district savings year 2 of the contract.
Where do I start reading now?
Call the roll.
Oh,
Yep.
I can.
Yeah, we just do a recommendation, call the roll,
Okay.
so yep.
All right, so then, do I need a motion?
We do need a motion.
Okay, so I have the treasurer advise the board that notice requirements of section 121.22 of the revised code of implementing rules adopted by the board pursuant thereto were complied for this meeting. May I have a motion to consider the reemployment of Mark Zofka as superannuate in the position of director of athletics and activities?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal.
Yes.
Mr. Hazaruni.
Yes.
Mr. Hubble.
Yes.
Ms. Rafter.
Yes.
Ms. Crawl.
Yes. We'll move on to the superintendent's report.
Thank you, Ms. Carr, Board of Education. So we have a little bit bigger of a crowd than normal, and we're going to do a little bit of an audible in terms of our student presentation recommendation. And these are one of my favorite things to do. We recently have had 2 students, which you'll see a recommendation a little bit here, that have completed their early graduation requirements. One of those students is not going to be able to attend commencement in end of May, and everybody can guess who it is. But it is my absolute pleasure to introduce Mrs. Jones and Mr. Larson to recognize one of our first class of 2026 graduate, Mr. Rajon Foster. Please come on up, guys. Thank you.
I've worked with Rajon since he was an 8th grader. I believe that is correct. And Rajon has been a wonderful multi-sport athlete for here at the high school, and truly an image of perseverance and determinedness to make sure that he is being able to accept this diploma today. So I just want to thank him. I want to thank the efforts of his mother, Miss Moore, who's in attendance with us today. Thank you. And I'd be remiss if I didn't thank the efforts of Miss Jones, who's worked very heavily with Rajon throughout his entire career, but especially here at the high school. And then obviously Miss Marquez, whose unending support for all of our students is fantastic. So again, if we could get a round of applause for them as well. Okay, Dr. Clares and the Board of Education, it is with great pleasure and pride that I present to you the Brooklyn High School student Rajon Foster in the graduating class of 2026. I am pleased to announce that each student or the student standing before you has fulfilled the requirements for the high school secondary diploma as required by the State of Ohio's Department of Education, as well as the Brooklyn Board of Education. I recommend this student be granted their diploma. Rajon Foster, there's your diploma. Congratulations. Hold on 1 second. Just 1 second. All right. As a high school principal, it is my distinct honor to offer you my congratulations, and I ask you now to move your tassel to the left side of your cap as a high school graduate. All right. Congratulations, guys. That's it. Do you have anything you want to say? Anybody you want to thank? Yeah.
Thank you to all my teachers and the people that helped me come along this journey. So my hat goes to you all.
Excellent. Well said. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Congratulations, Rajon. Everybody, congratulations. Thanks so much, everybody. All right, at this time now, I'd like to introduce Dr. Kubasek, who's going to introduce our middle school student council, and we are thoroughly going to enjoy their 30-minute speeches. No. We are very excited to introduce Dr. Kubasek.
I'm honored to introduce the members, or a few members, of our student council and their dedicated advisors this evening. Teachers like Ms. Gretch Scott and Ms. Fortuna exemplify what it means to truly invest in our school community. Through their time, their guidance, and unwavering commitment to help our students grow as leaders who embody collaboration, empathy, and true hurricane pride. Tonight, I am proud to welcome them as they share their incredible projects that they've put in place for our Brooklyn Hurricanes. Their work reflects the very best of who we are as a school and the bright futures that our students are building together.
Good evening to Dr. Clares and members of the Brooklyn City School Board of Education. My name is Judy Fortuna, and not only am I the co-advisor of the Brooklyn School Student Council, but I'm also a very proud member of Brooklyn School's faculty as the 6th grade ELA teacher. It is an honor to serve as co-advisor to our student council alongside Mrs. Rachel Gretch Scott. As co-advisor, I help guide our student leaders and grade level representatives as they learn to serve their classmates as well as the community of Brooklyn itself. As an advisor, I collaborate with our executive board to establish achievable goals, resolve issues, and ensure that our activities align with our school's values of being a team player, demonstrating responsibility, having respect for everyone, and being super for our school community. I also serve as a bridge between students and administration, helping to turn students' ideas into tangible plans. Most importantly, I'm here to support our students as they take charge of their work while giving them the guidance they need to be successful. To maximize their impact and ensure their student council member has meaningful opportunities to contribute, we've organized our student council into 4 focused subcommittees, each with distinct responsibilities and goals. We want to thank you again for your continued support, for Dr. K and Mr. DeAngelis for their continued support of our student council, and for their continued belief in our student voice and leadership. Posted above here are just some of the pillars that we have instituted as a student council, specifically development of student leadership, promoting a strong sense of school spirit. We have a school spirit committee representing a voice to the administration. We have been lucky to have Dr. K come to some of our one of our meetings to speak with our students about their plans, organizing school events and fundraisers, which we will speak to in a little bit, and then strengthening the connection not only between the students and the staff, but with the community of Brooklyn itself. So I'm going to pass the mic on to one of our students to talk to you about our committees.
My name is Emma Marinkovich. Student Council is all about fundraising, promoting school spirit, community outreach opportunities, and showing appreciation to Brooklyn School's amazing staff and teachers. Some highlights from last year include opportunities to demonstrate our student leadership, working with the administration to coordinate Spirit Days, community outreach projects, and fundraisers. Through our fundraising successes of bake sales and pots of gold candy gram sales, we were able to apply money towards other student council projects for the school. I'm going to introduce you to our fundraising committees: Sam Santana, Elena Velez, Emma Marinkovich, Anthony Shunk, and Grace Carrick. Some of the successes of the committee is a planned holiday-themed fundraiser, candy cane grams for grades 4th through 7th, and as a result, we earned over $250 that was applied for our treasury. Looking ahead, we are planning 2 spring fundraisers, Pots of Gold, and a spring bake sale for 4th to 7th grade.
My name is Tina Lee. Success of the committee members of the Community Outreach Committee are me, Braylee, Isabella, Kira, and Bentley. The success of the committee, we have been planning a collection to raise money for the Cleveland Veterans Association. Additionally, the committee was able to secure a donated 3 men and a truck to transport the donations, created a commercial to promote our service project. Looking ahead, collecting for Savers household goods and clothing, the money earned per pound of donation will then be donated to the Cleveland Veterans Association.
I am the stand-in for the Teacher and Staff Appreciation Committee because Delaney had danced tonight. So our members include Delaney, Kelly, Kermit, and Marie. Our Teacher and Staff Appreciation Committee, both last year and this year, has worked really hard to acknowledge our staff throughout the year. And so they have, so far this year, planned and delivered small gifts that Student Council pays for themselves in the fall, at winter break, and on Valentine's Day. And I believe they have some big things planned for Teacher and Staff Appreciation Week. Last year, every staff member got a balloon, and that was really fun for the staff members. So they are, and they use the funds that the students raise for the fundraisers for that.
My name is Max Krupp, and I run for treasurer for our student council, and I am responsible for the money. And my members for my group of the Spirit Week is Olivia, 7th grade, Zuri, 6th grade, Ava, 4th grade. Our successes of the community: working together to plan Thanksgiving themed Spirit Days the week of Thanksgiving, as well as Valentine's Spirit Week days. Looking ahead, we're planning to make a Spirit Week for spring break, so yeah.
Good job, kiddo. And we just would like to thank everyone for their support. We've really seen the kids grow and become better leaders and communicators through student council. And we look forward to see some of the amazing things. And if you are a member of the community and you would like to donate books or household goods or clothing for our drive, you can bring it on March 5th because we're taking it all to Savers on March 6th. Please just make sure your clothes are in a black trash bag or your books and household items are in a box. The kids are really excited. They picked the Cleveland Veterans Association themselves to donate to. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll move on to the treasurer's report with Mr. Shearer.
Usually you announce that they don't have to stay. Okay.
You guys can stay if you want. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Okay, sorry. Good evening. Yeah, I know. Put everybody to sleep. I'm happy to report. Happy to report that the bond interest for the month, was only $16,648. And the reason for that was when I did the drawdown last month, we actually received interest early rather than in this month. So it kind of washed between the 2 months. The value of the bond is currently $17,589,464. Let's see. The investment from the general fund for the month was $63,886. That brings the fiscal year to date to $545,452. We did receive our first advance last month from the county on the real estate taxes. That was $654,000. Earlier this week, received the second advance for this month from the county. It was $979,000. Last year, it was $2.2 million. About 10 or 12 of us treasurers contacted the county to find out why it was so low. And the county told us that the reason was they did not get the tax information from the state in a timely manner, which in turn put them behind on sending out the bills. So that's why we've only received about a third of what we should have gotten. We will receive the settlement, the full amount due next month. That always comes in March. Let's see. So year to date, the revenues are at 57.7%, of budget, which is about 58% is where we should be for the year. So we're doing good there. Expenses, the salary and benefits are running 77%. Again, that budget is 57.1%, so we're in line with what I have budgeted for the year as far as the what we've spent so far. Sorry. Fiscal year-to-date revenues by type. So far, we received 61% is levy income, local dollars. The foundation, which is the state money, that is 12%, and investment is 4%. And then other revenue is at 23%. That includes, for example, the state reimburses the homestead and rollback. tax that they give the residents for a credit. So we received that, and that falls under other. And that's all I have for my report.
We'll move on to board committee reports and comments from board members, and we'll start with Allison.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming. Thank you so much. I'm so glad I did not catch this young man's name. What is it? Rajon. I'm always excited when students go through a journey and get to the end, and he got his diploma, and that's great. So thank you to everybody. I know he says thank you to my teachers, but again, it takes the village. You can see who's here to support, and thank you for doing that. Thank you, Dr. Kate, for getting your student council, your teachers, and your students together to present to us today. It's like, for me, it's the best thing when I listen to a lot of presentations, but I love it when the teachers and students especially get up there. So thank you for doing that and making us more aware of what the student council at the Brooklyn School does. I have a couple things. I want to just start with congratulations to all our winter sports athletes. They're finishing up their season now. We have bowling is going to be starting the district play on Friday. And I know there's like 4 or 5 of our student athletes. I think I just got a text on who's all going to be there. Adam Cowper and Alex Cowper, Ryan Hilku, Amara Beasley, Harley Beasley, Candace Zamalo, and Jacob Bennett. And I know the first 4 are the official starters, and the 5th is unknown right now. But if you've never been to a bowling competition in high school, you should definitely go. It was an experience. I went and I was like, whoa, like I never knew stuff went on, but it was very, very fun when the season. A reminder that the Brooklyn Hall of Fame Committee is accepting nominations for our 2026 Brooklyn Hall of Fame class. The deadline is March 1st. We have the link on the district website. I believe it's on the alumni website as well. Please, if you know of somebody that you'd like to honor, please fill out the form. It's basically a Google form, and then you're asked to email our athletic director, Mark Zafka, of any other information that you can give about the candidate or the team that you're going to nominate. But please make sure it gets in by March 1st, because I know we'll get some calls, and March 1st is the date. The next thing, I'd like to, maybe Karam, you'll touch on this too, just to remind people, the 2nd annual Brooklyn Chamber of Commerce and Athletic Department golf outing is going to be held at Ridgewood Golf Course again. I know they have done a lot of work. Every time I go up Bridge Road to Parmatown, they're always doing stuff, and it looks like it's going to be a state-of-the-art facility, and that is on Monday, June 8th. I'm sure there'll be more information to follow. The Teaching and Learning Committee is going to be meeting on February 26th, so I'll have a report on that committee next month. The core team meeting was today. We are entering now our phase 2 for our construction. In this meeting, we recapped our projects of all of our renovations for their gym, for the stadium. Next up are our science labs, choir, auditorium. I don't know, every time I go to this meeting, I just get more and more excited, because now I see things happening at the high school. And for those of you that have been around a long time, the high school so desperately needed some renovations, and it's going to start. And like I was told, Allison, it takes a little time for things, and I'm being patient with it. The Wellness and Family Living Committee met today. Kelly and I met with Mrs. Jones. Again, we're seeing things added to the Beck Center here. Metro Health, hopefully very shortly, we'll be having a therapist here to support our students and family. Mobile dentistry for grades 6 through 12. We will continue building our food pantry for our family as a resource. I know that we have partnered with St. Thomas More to ask them for if they would help out with bringing in some donations, which they just did. And I like to see the community working together in that aspect. I think here, basically, again, Paula Jones, where are you? She left already? Okay. She has done great things for us in our district with our Wellness and Family Living Committee and all the things that she's done. I know she's going to be retiring, but it's going to be sad, but anyhow, she's done a really good job, and I really appreciate what she's done. I guess the only other thing that I have to report on is that this year our board suggested a new committee liaison. So the Ohio School Board Athletic, or I'm sorry, I just lost OSBA. Yeah, OSBA. Okay. So I'm slowly getting used to their website to be able to present, and I'll do my presentations for the board at the first meeting. But I just want to make the board aware of two things because I think it's important. When they do a calendar of events, this has to do with training. It could be anything from school finance to how districts can, AL in districts or AI in districts. And I think one of the things that I wanted to say is that on the 25th of March, there is the Northeast Regional Spring Conference. And it's going to be held at our Polaris Career Center. And I'm sure, Rocky, you have some information on that from 5:30 to 8 o'clock. And I think, I think for our board, if you are able to, I think that would be a good start to get involved and see, what they have to offer. And again, you can go online. There's a lot of training that you could take advantage of, whether it's a webinar or go to training. And they have already started information about the next Capitol Conference in November. And that is my report.
Thank you. Just want to say congratulations to the bowling team, like Allison brought up. Conference champions, that's awesome. AP scholars, Jason Eggers, Ryan Hilku, Maija Lee, Florin, Soko Baru, Jade Freed, Isabella Ladig. That's from last year. I wrote down the wrong ones. Apologize for that. No, you're right. Oh, I am, okay. Yeah, you're right. Oh, I thought that was. Yeah, you're right. We don't get their scores until. Thank you. Okay, good. I got scared for a second. And then I'm like, wait, we gave them diplomas last year. All right, and then Danny Pham got an AP Scholar with distinction, so congratulations to them. I had the distinct honor of being on a panel last week for the Heritage Week. It was amazing. I felt left out because everybody else that was on stage was born in another country and came here. I was lucky enough to be born in this country. My parents did immigrate here from Lebanon. But, I mean, Nicole, Thomas Garcia, Jeriani Dominguez, Calderon, Akebe Dolo, and then Miss Culleton was there too. Mrs. Culleton was there too. These young ladies, Akebe is a freshman, and she had such power in her speaking, and I was just so impressed by the way she spoke. And the other two young ladies, just to come here, they weren't young, they weren't babies when they came here. They came here as teenagers, and to just assimilate and be their own person and just overcome all the obstacles they went through. I was just blown away. And it was easier to talk to the little kids, but talking to the high schoolers, I was, and I could talk to adults all day long. I was scared, I'm not gonna lie. My heart was racing, and I was like, oh man, am I gonna say the wrong thing? But it was intimidating, I'm not gonna lie. But those kids, you could tell they were engaged, and I spoke, my niece and nephew were there, and my children that were there for both, and they all thought it was amazing. And just to hear the stories, and I told stories they never heard before. So that was just a wonderful, wonderful experience. I appreciate you guys inviting me to do that. And then the parade, I saw pictures and videos of that parade. It was awesome. I mean, I'm just blown away by the pride that everybody has. And I at the end of where I was speaking with the kids, I said, be proud of being born or being American. It's something very to be proud of, but also you got to be proud of where you came from. And we definitely showed that, so good job to everybody that was involved with that. I do want to bring up a couple chamber things. Thank you, Allison, for bringing up the golf outing June 8th at Ridgewood. We're confirmed with that at Ridgewood? Okay, good. June 5th, the Friday before, we're going to be, the little kids are going to have their turn at golf. We're going to be at Kitty Park for our annual Brooklyn Cares fundraiser from 5 to 8. So that's going to be for Brooklyn Cares. And then next Thursday night, Thursday the 26th, from 5 to 8, we're going to be at TGI Fridays for a networking event. We're going to have 4 different chambers there. Appetizers are included. It's $10 for non-members, and it's free for members of the chamber. So if you guys are out and about that night, get some free food and come hang out. And I do want to send my condolences to the family of Ms. Gudnitsky. Every interaction I had with her, she was the sweetest lady, always had a smile, and she's going to definitely be missed in the district. And that's my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Congrats, Jason.
Thank you. I want to start by congratulating Rajon Foster. I had the honor of coaching him my final years as a track coach, and just an absolute great kid. I mean, as you could tell by the early graduation, he was a hard worker. Just an absolute joy. So I'm really happy for him. Congratulations, Rajon. Also, thank you to the student council. Always love seeing what we're doing and hearing from the students that are doing it. So thank you very much. I had a technology meeting today. A lot of good stuff going on. David and Bobby always killing it. They've already closed out 1,200 tickets today, or this year. Constantly keeping, good job, guys. Constantly, keeping our staff and students ready to learn and educate, keeping that front of mind. Couple minor changes. We will be doing a website change, but it's not going to affect how you access the website. It'll all be the same domain name. You're not even going to notice. House Bill 96 made some cybersecurity updates, so David and Bobby are doing their part to just make sure that we are doing our part to abide by that. And then their normal summer projects of replacing our Chromebooks for our 1st, 6th, 10th graders, some updates to our phone system, some other good things. So thank you guys. I want to wish good luck to our first Destination Imagination group. They have a big competition this Saturday in Barberton. It's kind of like Power of the Pen, but like creative theater and critical thinking. So good luck to my son Hunter, Suzani, Grace, Violet, and Miss Greg Scott. They're going to go out, they're going to crush it. Hunter's been coming home with old man makeup on, because, spoiler, he's playing an old man in this skit. So it's going to be amazing to see.
Rumor is another podcast guest. I think
future
podcast guest. Yes, we're excited.
Would have been a past guest, but winter
winter break on the way.
Hasn't been great. Thank you to everybody involved in Heritage Week. I just always love seeing the photos, the videos, everything with it. My kids absolutely love it. Dr. Claris can attest to it. My son Max was very thrilled to wear his gold shoes and light them up green for He walking. was ready. walking He was in the- ready. Yes. I do have one ask that maybe we can think about. As a parent, can we not do Heritage Week the same week as the Valentine's Spirit, the Valentine's gift bags and gifts for everybody? It becomes a lot for a parent to gather all
We
that
could
stuff.
probably make that accommodation, yes.
But we don't lose Heritage Week. I absolutely love it. It's amazing. Family Resource Fair will be here at the Beck on Thursday from 5 to 7. There's going to be resources, all sorts of resources for parents of children newborn to 8. There's going to be prizes, giveaways, dinner. There's going to be vendors such as the library, the Brooklyn Library, the Natural History Museum. Cleveland Book Bank will be giving out free books. Brooklyn Kindergarten will be here to help register your child for kindergarten. There's going to be so many amazing things that parents might have a harder time getting access to. So please come here Thursday from 5 to 7 and get those resources. It's going to be awesome. I want to give a shout out, since I have my track background and we are High Jump University here at Brooklyn. Freshman Cortez Cole cleared 6'4" this weekend at Spire. It qualified him for indoor state championship. He was jumping 5'8" last year, and he is now at 6'4", and I heard he was very close to clearing 6'6". The Brooklyn record is 6'7", so keep an eye out for him.
And how tall are you?
I am 6'3". So he's clearing me. I just want to give a short little story. So Cortez placed 3rd this weekend, and he happened to lose to a senior at Kaga Heights. So I was texting and jabbing back and forth with Coach Amari over there at Kaga Heights, and he spoke really highly of Cortez, shared a story about how his senior, Maurice, Cortez, and then the other kid from Columbia that they were competing with were just all rooting each other on as they were the final 3 battling back and forth. So I just want to give a shout out to the incredible sportsmanship. I just absolutely love to hear when kids are, building each other up even when they're going against each other. I also want to give a congratulations to our preschool staff, Ms. Valenza, Lisa, Brittany. We have been given the Brooklyn Literacy Grant thanks to all the hard work they did and schmoozing and everything that it takes to win one of those. So thank you guys. And finally, I just want to give my condolences to Sherry's family. She was an absolute joy, a huge piece of this school and this staff, and she will be missed. May you rest in peace. That concludes my report.
Thank you. And on to Rocky.
All righty. We'll start with Ray Jean. Congratulations. Middle school presentation. It's not easy to speak that up there. Just so you know, I was the 5th grade president at Harper, and they pulled me off the stage because I froze when I was the president. I was supposed to make a speech. So it's now. Yeah, that's it. Now it's old. Yeah, now it's old. Bowling team, congrats. Technology, Jason took care of. The Godinsky family, I'm very, very sorry. It's a tough one, to be honest. So our deepest condolences to them. My report for Polaris is 12 pages long, but I'm going to cut it down a little bit, all right? Just going to throw some things out there. Along with the Brooklyn Job Fair here with Ms. Supriya, from 4 to 7 in the high school. Polaris is also having, with Polaris in conjunction, there's a seniors connection. March 17th, 2026. More information to be passed on. Just wanted to hit that. And then there's some classes that Polaris has brought to the table. They have a new fashion class. Gentleman started a shoe company, and all of a sudden he's got a worldwide fashion company. So they'll be offering that. Cybersecurity for 8th and 9th graders that'll be offered. And then the Explore Club for 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. More information to come, and I forgot, Allianz, thank you for this. Forgot to say that. And then, this is one that, I caught this Polaris Palooza probably about 3 years ago. Mr. Goodwood was running, he finished second. You see where he's at now, right? He's not here.
He retired. Kind of.
We fired him.
Yeah,
No, I did. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, it was, you watch it on YouTube. It's pretty good. I had the time to watch it. It's really good. All the schools get involved at Polaris, and they put out a wonderful, that's March 19th, they put on a wonderful program, and it's actually kids from Berea do the commentating, and they're pretty funny. So it's worth listening to if you got the time. Couple of updates with Polaris. Like I said, this is a 12-page report. She makes you look weak.
Evidently, I got to start adding more pages for everybody.
No, I'm going to highlight some notes here. They're implementing some software for safety coming into the schools, name badges and that type of stuff. What else we got here? The ERA project is moving along. Some of the furniture should be in next month, and by the time we get there, we should have a pretty good handle on most of it. The machinery may not be in there as well, but we're going to be there. Also, we're all invited to, and I think Dole City is invited to, May 12th, there's a ribbon cutting, 4 o'clock. We'll all get invited to the new 26,000 square foot. So anybody can make it. I will be inviting the city council. Already invited the mayor. Possibility, he hasn't confirmed it, Jim Tressel will be there, Lieutenant Governor. So May 12th, 4 o'clock at Polaris. Technology updates, oh, they're doing some technology, cybersecurity, and also about 30 employees did an AI staff member update on that. So they did a bunch of AI stuff. There was a grant that was written, so I haven't got a report on that. I also let you guys have the following where classes stand, how many we got. And as you can see, Brooklyn does pretty well as far as percentage. We have 84% of the kids go to Brooklyn or go to Polaris or have applied. Acceptance letters should be coming out soon. And then last week, Cody Dowd met with Brooklyn City School District Elementary Curriculum Director and second grade teachers to review the career kits. I believe that's between Berea and that one I get confused. Yeah. Explore Club, like I said. Summer Camp Discovery will begin on March 1st. The registration for that, I'll get more information. Another one that's been pretty popular is what's called a Build Her. It starts March 7th, and it's female girls coming to learn how to build things. There's construction there, female construction owners and companies that help out. Need more information, please give me a call. Satellite update, Brooklyn students from civil engineering architecture class traveled to Cleveland Metro Park Zoo for a field-based learning experience focused on sustainable design and environmental engineering. That was just recent. And then save the date, senior award ceremony, May 20th, 26th at 6 o'clock. It's at Cleveland State Wolstein Center this year, seniors award.
20th, you said, right?
20th, May 20th, 2026. Workforce had senior mock interviews. And then that's, again, short 3 pages.
There
And
you
that's
go.
all, and that's my report.
I don't have too much. The Wellness Committee met earlier, as Allison had stated, and just one thing, I made the executive decision and decided that the Chamber at Home Days is going to somehow, haven't figured out because I just decided today, to help with the food pantry, maybe doing some kind of collection. Mrs. Jones is going to help with getting me a list of what they need. And then the Domestic Relations Commission was also talking about maybe helping with collecting like toiletries or other kinds of products that our families might need. Night of the Races is on Saturday. I think sold out, but I know that they could use some volunteers, and I know that they were accepting basket donations. I think that's it. Condolences to the Gudinski family. Congratulations to Rajam for graduating early, and happy Lunar New Year. Zero the wars. For those of you who don't know, I'm not just saying that. My family is Chinese, so we do celebrate. And I forgot my fortune cookies, so I apologize. No good fortunes for you. That's all I have. So we will move on to our treasurer consent agenda.
5.1 is resolution to approve the minutes from the January 20th and the February 3rd meeting. 5.2 is resolution to approve the financial statements for January. 5.3 is resolution to approve the 5-year forecast. And 5.4 is to approve a donation from Mr. and Mrs. Jerem for the students at the Brooklyn School. It's going to be deposited into the principal's fund. 5.5, student activities. Approve that for the high school, doing a Sweet Caroline boutique and a fundraiser with Applebee's for the high school as well. And then 5.6 is approval of the consent agenda.
May I have a motion, please? May I have a second? Questions, comments?
Thank you for the donation.
Thank you
Yes,
for the
thank you.
donation.
Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal?
Yes.
Mr. Israani?
Yes.
Mr. Hubble?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
And Ms. Crawl?
Yes.
I can read these if you want, Ms. Crawl, these next two. Because those are individual voted items, they're not consent agenda.
Oh, okay, I can do it. Resolved that the Brooklyn City School District Board of Education hereby approves the following persons for the 25-26 supplemental coaching assignments with the provision that such individual comply with all Ohio High School Athletic Association rules and regulations and State Department of Education regulations pertaining to proper certification and/or first aid training and fulfills the requirements of the job description attached to the supplemental contracts as noted. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal?
Yes.
Mr. Israani?
Yes.
Mr. Hubble?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Ms. Crawl?
Yes. Resolved that the Brooklyn City School District Board of Education hereby approves the following persons for the 25-26 supplemental coaching assignments with the provision that such individual comply with all Ohio High School Athletic Association rules and regulations and State Department of Education regulations pertaining to proper certification and/or first aid training and fulfills the requirements of the job description attached to the supplemental contracts. Kyle Akins. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal?
Yes.
Mr. Israani?
Yes.
Mr. Hubble?
Abstain.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
And Ms. Crawl?
Yes.
Superintendent's consent agenda, administrative items. Item 7.1, recognition for, excuse me, our honor merit roll students for the second quarter, 25-26 school year. Item 7.2, resolution to approve board bylaws policy second reading and final adoption as noted. Item 7.3, resolution to approve 3 College Credit Plus partnership agreements for the 26-27 school year for Lorain County Community College, University of Akron, and Cuyahoga Community College. Item 7.4, resolution to approve an agreement with United Cerebral Palsy Association of Greater Cleveland, Inc. for a student outplacement service. Item 7.5, a resolution to approve the 26-27 school year membership in the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Item 7.6, resolution to approve the completion of graduation requirements as noted. Item 7.7, resolution to approve the agreement with the Northeast Ohio Network for Educational Technology, NeoNet Internet Access Agreement. That's a 5-year agreement. And then 7.8, approval of the consent agenda.
May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Questions, comments?
Congratulations to those that got honor roll.
Yep.
And Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal?
Yes.
Mr. Israani?
Yes.
Mr. Hubble?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Ms. Crawl?
Yes.
Item 8.1, resolution to approve staff resignation. Item 8.2, resolution to approve employment of classified staff as noted. Item 8.3, resolution to approve employee unpaid leave of absences as noted. Item 8.4, resolution to approve the reassignment or additional hours of classified staff for the 25-26 school year as noted. That's as a result of the resignation we had, so we had some shuffling there. Item 8.5, resolution to approve the non-teaching and/or administrative employment contracts as noted. Item 8.6, resolution to approve supplemental teaching assignment for the 25-26 school year. Item 8.7, resolution to approve classified on-call substitutes as noted. And then item 8.8, approval of the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Questions, comments?
I would real quick just want to recognize Liz Blue, Marcello DeAngelis, and Matt Larson, who have up for their contract extension this evening. And obviously I will say they are an amazing part of our administrative and leadership team, and couldn't be happier that they're Hurricanes. I just want to thank them publicly for the work that they do with our students and our staff. So.
Okay.
Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal?
Yes.
Mr. Israani?
Yes.
Mr. Hubble?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Ms. Crawl?
Yes. Is there any other board business? The next regular meeting of the Board of Education, Tuesday, March 3rd, Tuesday, March 17th, and Tuesday, March 31st at Polaris Career Center. Resolved that the Brooklyn City School District Board of Education recess into executive session pursuant to RC 121.221 to consider the appointment, employment, promotion of a public employee. Upon conclusion of this executive session, the board president shall gavel the board back into open session at this location. All matters discussed in this executive session are designated to the public officials and employees as confidential pursuant to RC 102.03B because of the status of the proceedings and/or circumstances under which the information will be received, and preserving its confidentiality is necessary to the proper conduct of government business. May I have a motion, please?
Motion.
May I have a second? Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Israani?
Yes.
Mr. Neal?
Yes.
Mr. Hubble?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Ms. Crawl?
Yes.